Mm. Hello. Um, my name is in my profile on YouTube, so up under this video, so you know who I am, what my name is. Um, I want to promote a website called iccsite. It's www.iccsite.com. That's all one word. That's www.iccsite.com. No spaces, no hyphens, no other dots in it. ICCSITE is one word. I want to promote a specific room on that site called the Refuge. This is a place where we help people. We're not professionals, but we try to give people biblical advice about whatever problems they're going through. We have an invitation to help to listen to people, where we invite people to share their problems and we can listen to them and try to give them biblical advice. And then, although it's not specifically a time for prayer at that time, we do pray later unless it's extremely urgent. We pray later for prayer requests. And then I give a devotional. I'm not the one in charge of the Refuge, but I give a devotional. And then we have prayer request time. And sometimes, well, everything that is shared as far as problems are concerned stays in the Refuge. It's not recorded. Not even the devotions are recorded, not mine. They do have a man that comes in there on Monday night and has nothing but devotionals on Monday nights. Now, I'm on Central, so I'm going to be saying the times on Central times, at least whenever the time it's on, at least the time on Friday that it's on from 12 o'clock noon until. We usually get through in there between 1 and 1:30, but for this weekend, the week before this week and last week, we've gotten out of there at 2 o'clock or a little after 2. Last week, I think it was. So, and this week it was 2 o'clock or close to 2 o'clock. So, the reason I'm making this video is because we only have 3 people in there usually. It used to be on Saturday from 12 until, but it got to where it was just 2 or 3 people in there. 3 people in there. And there's so many other activities on this Christian chat room site. That's what it is. It's a Christian chat room site. It's voice activated. It's on Team Talk. You'll need to download Team Talk from the website, or else you may have to get in contact with the website administrator, who is Tim Snyder. He has his email on the site, and you'll need to join the website. And then he'll send you a link. I think is what happens. He'll send you a link to Team Talk, and which has a bunch of different rooms in it. Our site has many different activities for everyone to be involved in. And they're all Christian activities. They're all good, clean, fun activities. We have Bible studies. And this room is, like I said, the Refuge for hurting souls. And we leave everything that's shared to us in problem form in the Refuge. And we get into good discussions, sometimes about people's problems as they bring them to us related to the Bible. Where, like, when the Bible is, we need to, if we really may get into a big biblical discussion or whatever, they're good discussions. And then, like, usually the 3 of us that are in there, there's me and 2 other faithful people that are in there, and we may get into a discussion if somebody extra doesn't come in there and share a problem with us and we get into different discussions about that problem that go on a pretty good while, we may get into a Bible discussion like we did today and last week. We got to talking about different things. Like this week, I read Psalm 3. I'm going through a series. I was asked to do that by one of the other two members in there, and so we're going through the book of Psalms, and we were talking about Psalm 3 today. And I'm allowed to share this because this was my devotional. This wasn't a personal problem for me or anybody else. But we got off on subjects about how that, Jesus is coming back. We started talking about how David was a good king but a horrible daddy, and how that Psalm 3 was written about Absalom, his deliverance from Absalom and such, and how that all that happened to him from Absalom because he reaped what he sowed. He wasn't a good daddy. And so we got on this huge discussion when one of the ladies talked about, she doesn't believe that. She said, it's like people don't pay attention to the Bible if they even read it. And we don't learn the lessons the Bible is intended for us to learn. And we're committing the same sins. People are committing the same sins now, such as homosexuality or immorality with their wives or whatever, like David did. People are committing those same sins now. Horrible sins, what we think of as horrible sins that they were committing in the Bible. And so we got into this huge discussion about Jesus coming back and just how bad everything is. So we finally went to prayer somewhere between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. So it gets interesting in there. So we used to have it on Saturday, but we moved it to Friday because there was just 3 of us in there. We may have to change the time again. I hope we do. There's a time Friday night, and I'm on Central Time. So I'm talking about my time. When I say 12 until, I'm talking about 12 Central Time. It's 1 Eastern Time. The man, Tim Snyder, and I think the people in the Refuge that run the Refuge room, I think they are on Eastern Time. But the site in general is on Eastern Time. But for my sake, I use Central Time. 12 until on Fridays. But we'll have to talk to our leader about having it hopefully at 6 o'clock Central Time. But that's, we'll let people know if I'll make a new video or something. And people will know if we ever change that time again. But it's a place for to help hurting people, and I may have already said this, but just in case, we're not professional counselors. None of us are, but we just seek to give advice from a biblical point, of view, based on life experiences and the Bible verses that we know. So we encourage you to come in and bring your problems, and the services are not recorded except Monday nights where they do nothing but have devotionals. But even my devotionals are not recorded. I don't do the devotionals on Monday night. And Monday night is strictly for devotional time. But definitely what is shared in the Refuge as far as problems are concerned stays in the Refuge. So that part is not recorded. You don't have to worry about that. That is kept strictly confidential. So we encourage you to come in. God bless you. We hope we can be a blessing to you. We want you to come in and participate in everything on the site that you're interested in, but I'm especially promoting the Refuge at this time. God bless you.